All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Big Waves. Good to see you. Good to see you. One of my favorite parts of the morning. So good to see everybody. And we were just talking as we was coming live. We're headed out to Utah in a few days to see all our friends and family, and a lot of you, several of you are coming. So we're excited about that. The word for today is change. Change. To cause to be different, to give a completely different form or appearance, to transform. To transform. I'll never forget when we came to this company, I don't know, several years ago, and I heard the word transform. You know, we used, having an experience, that sort of thing. I heard the word transform and I started seeing all the pictures, and it really is change. You see change happening in a person, right? Whether it's a financial change or it's a health change or it's a just a mental game change, transform, making a difference. And I really thought this morning, I'm like, why do I resist change? Right? And I come across this, Rick Godwin actually quoted this, said one reason people resist change is because they focus on what they have to give up instead of what they have to gain. And I have so much in my life done that. Like it could be, I want to give up this, but my focus is on, well, I'm not going to do it forever. I'm just going to do it for a period of time to get me past where I want. You know what I'm saying? And you start having all these negotiations inside of your head about the change, and it's very hard to stay on course when it's like that. So it's like I'm focusing on what I got to give up, and rather than the transformation that it's going to create. So, because change brings about opportunity. I mean, if we all think about it, like if I decided to give up, let's just say a person decided to give up drinking. They could focus on all the things that go along with that they experience, that they consider fun. And it's like, I'm having to give up this stuff. But if they turn their focus into, but what's it transforming? And I'm just using that. I'm not knocking that. I'm just using that. What could it transform? It could do this. It could do this for my life. It could do this. It could, that laundry list of things that would create that transformation. I need to be focusing on over here on that side rather than the side of what giving it up is going to create. Does that make sense? And so when I was looking at change, I thought a lot of times I focus on the wrong side of what I'm looking at, even though I know I want to make that change. So change is inevitable. Change is constant. Everything changes. The seasons change. It's getting colder outside. There's change coming, and it's going to change again. It's going to get cold, and then it's going to start snowing, and then we're going to come into spring again, good Lord willing, and we're going to have all these changes. Life is a change. And we change as we grow. So, I personally am going through a season right now of change. So it's like, what side am I focused on? Am I focused on what I'm giving up? Or am I focused on the things that the change is going to create as far as a transformation? I think about it a lot of times when I make an investment. I make an investment and the investment doesn't go that well. So maybe it's a home that I invested in and it's like, it wasn't a great decision, bad financial investment. But where do I focus on that really could limit where I'm going. Okay. What about the wisdom I gained? What about what I won't do next time? What about the other chapter of the book that will come because of the experience I went through of change? Does that make sense? Like it's all about perspective. And when it boils down to it, I just personally, I don't know about you, but I catch myself liking to stay in a comfort zone. You know, I remember getting in a comfort zone of being in education. And I remember taking that scary step out of education into the network marketing industry, and it was the land of uncomfortable. But then there was a period of time that I got really comfortable. I hadn't worked for anybody in years. Like I'm partnered with a company, but I hadn't necessarily, I'd never get a phone call going, you need to be like you got to get up and go to work. And so now I'm comfortable with that atmosphere, but change is coming. So now it's like the next thing of stepping out. And so I personally like the comfort zone. It feels good, right? But am I challenging myself? So we're hardwired to resist circumstances where the outcome is uncertain, right? I'm like, just tell me if this house I'm about to buy is going to be a good investment. If somebody would just tell me a certainty, that would be awesome. But there's no certainty in anything. So that's why we naturally stay in that comfortable place, because we don't like that uncertain place. So we're just there. We just don't move. So here's my point with change. We can either stay in that comfortable place of no change, or we can step out to the land of uncomfortable, uncertain, like a little bit of sporadic, ooh, what's going to happen, and get into that place, because that place is really where transformations come from. Would you agree or disagree with that? And so here's where I went. Embracing change is a key factor to success. I think we would all agree with that. Whether it's a new job, a place to live, you know, I'm thinking about Andrea when she made that move, the family to get there, like all the changes, new technologies to learn. Hill Blue and Diane are TikTok celebrities now, you know, but they weren't a year ago. What about unpredictable events? The pandemic was an unpredictable event. I don't think any of us saw that coming. But what about our profession right now? Is it unpredictable right now? Have we had some events? You better believe it. Change is inevitable and will appear in many aspects of our life. When we learn to, I'm way over. When we learn to accept and embrace change, true transformation and growth occurs. And here's the benefits: learning to deal with adversity, overcoming challenges, self-esteem and confidence will improve. Personal growth will improve. We'll become more flexible and adaptable. We'll experience new opportunities that we didn't think we were getting. We'll get out of the rut that we've been in, that land of comfortable. Change reveals your strength. We're going to grow stronger, more wisdomatic. And that's what it's all about. So, Andrew, I'm going to turn it to you. I'm sorry. I looked at my clock and I'm like, whoa, I'm way over this morning.
It was worth it.
Yeah,
that was
it was
great.
good.
Thank you. Thank you. So I started looking into this, and I found this so interesting. So I looked up two things: how to adapt to change, and then how to change your life. So those were like the two. I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go. And the crazy thing is, they absolutely overlapped. So the quote that I found was, "We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are." And that's Max De Pree. And I think there's so many times, kind of like you just talked about, Coach, that we really don't want to change, but we want to be better. And it's like, well, it doesn't quite work that way. If we're going to get better, we got to get better. We got to change. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the 10 steps to change your life, but they're the same 10 steps that we need to do to adapt to change. So it's kind of funny. I thought that was interesting. So first of all, we got to find meaning. So spend some time, sit with yourself, because you are amazing, and sort out what is important to you, right? Figure that out. I'm 46 years old. I feel like this is something that evolves and changes. And we have this main foundation, but something that was important to me at 20 is probably really unimportant to me now. But some things now are really important to me that weren't then. So figure out what is important to you right now in this moment in your life. And with that, number 2 is go create that dream board. Remember when we were little, we would for school, we would cut out pictures in a magazine and we would paste them on a board. And I don't remember why we would have to do that, but that's a project like every elementary school had us do. Well, go do that for yourself. Maybe it's not a magazine anymore. Maybe you Google an image, whatever, but go create a dream board about those things that are important. So maybe it's pictures of your grandbabies or your kids. Maybe it is a savings account that is very healthy or a great investment portfolio. Maybe it's your folks and spending time with them as, things as they get older, whatever it is, but go create that dream board, a beautiful home. I don't care. Could be stuff, could be people, but those things that are important to you, the things that matter to you, go put them on a board so you know what you're focusing on. And I think about hot chocolate. Many of you guys know, not the drink, the person. And she talks about how she surrounds herself with the things that she wants. And it's so powerful when you talk to her. So go do that for yourself. Next, set goals. So we know what's important. We know what we want, but we've got to set goals around it. So set some goals to move yourself closer to that. Next is let go of regrets. We have all screwed up. I love all you guys. I think you're beautiful humans. I love your hearts, not you, Rick, but everybody but Rick Redford on here has absolutely made a mistake in their life. I know I have. My kids are like, yesterday you did, right? Whatever it may be, we have screwed up, but we can't change that. That's the one thing we can't
Rick's
change.
the perfect one. He's who I talk about. There's one perfect person.
That's
It's Rick.
Wow. Okay, that might be
I
blasphemy,
know.
but we're gonna move. We're gonna move right past that. But the only thing we can't change is what we've done in the past. So make amends as you need to, but let go of the regret. Next is do something that scares you. Make a list of all the scary things in your world that you'd really like to do, but you never have, that you've let fear stop you. Pick one. Could be something small, pick up a spider. I don't know. Could be something small, but do something that is scary, right? Just pick one thing and just do it. And then start living out a balanced life. And balance changes. Health changes over time. We evolve. So we have to focus, especially as we get a little bit older, but I say start when you're young. We have to focus on our physical, emotional, and spiritual state and create balance in all of those. Next, face those fears. So once we do something scary, it opens up the door for us to face more of our fears and take power over them. Next, accept yourself. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're a phenomenal human. And we can say that to everybody else, but the hardest person we can have a hard time saying that to is the person in the mirror. Go accept you. We're going to improve. We're going to do our best, but this is the body we've got. We can try to make it a little bit better. This is the mind that we've got. We can try to sharpen it, but we got what we got. So accept it. And then next, live in the moment. So right this moment at right this time is the only second that we are promised. Tomorrow I can fall, or 2 seconds I can fall out of this chair and be gone. So live in this present moment because it's the only moment that we truly have. And then lastly, I know long, is experience the joy of learning. Focus on learning. Find one thing to improve yourself on. Pick up a new hobby. I don't care. I'm going to start golfing tomorrow, maybe, right? But pick something just to learn and grow and expand your mind. So thank you so much for this one today. I thought it was powerful.
Andrea, that was a great message. And I want to end with this. I know we're over in 1 minute right here. Alan White is on here and he's flying for the first time to Utah. That does me like so much because I know he stepped like that's a step, right? That's a transformation like that. That's something. And I mean, we've all got it. Like there's things that he does that I've never done that I could step out and do, right? And I just thought about this as it's getting on the horse. Really what it is, change is getting on the horse. Like maybe you've been bucked off. Maybe I put this. Maybe I've been in a rut in network marketing and I just got to go out and make a sale today. Like I need to go move something. I need to get back on the horse and make a sale. Like actually put my hands on the keyboard and actually enroll someone. Okay. Or maybe it's that I bought a house in the real estate world and I got hosed. I might have to get back on the horse and just buy the next one, right? Get over that and on to the next one. Maybe I put something in the market, didn't turn out like I might have to like grab a little bit and go put it somewhere, right? Like save up like $50 and go put it somewhere else just to know, just I'm back on the horse. I'm back doing it. And I think that this goes hand in glove with change. So, guys, thank you for today. Thanks for being here with us. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Closing out the week. We said we were going to make it to the weekend. We're making it to the weekend. We are. That's right. See you.
Thank you.
I love it.
Bye, you guys.
Thank
Love you.
you. Thank you so much.